We are praying. Almighty God, who in your wisdom and goodness have appointed the offices of leaders in county assemblies for the welfare of society and the just government of the people, we beseech to behold with your abundant favor as your servants whom you have been pleased to call to the performance of it and trust in this republic. Let your blessings descend upon us here assembled, and grant that we treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberations in so just and faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our county and of those whose interest you have committed to our charge. Amen. Bam. Majority Leader. Sergeant at Arms, I want to direct that a quorum bell be rung for 5 minutes. Clerk, can you take us through the order of the day?
Third Assembly, third session, order number 8, or supplementary order number 8 of today, Wednesday, 28th February 2024 at 2:30 p.m. Order number 1, administration of oath.
Next order.
Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Next order.
Order number 3, messages.
Next order.
Order number 4, petitions.
Next order.
Order number 5, papers.
Honorable Majority Leader. Sorry, honorable members. The member who is supposed to be tabling the paper is Honorable Kennedy Ouko, not Kennedy Ooko. So, Majority Leader, you know there's only one letter that differentiates your name from the other Kennedy. So it's Kennedy Ouko, not Kennedy Ooko. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, there is only one Kennedy Ooko.
Yes, noted, Honorable Majority Leader. It is Ouko, not Ooko. Yes, Honorable Were.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, on behalf of PICPAC Chair, Honorable Kennedy Ouko, I want to lay a paper. Madam Speaker, that pursuant to the provisions of orders number 182/6 of the standing orders, I wish to table today, Wednesday, 28th February 2024, a report of PICPAC Committee on the examination of report, the Auditor General on the financial statements of Kisumu County Emergency Fund for the year ended 30th June 2022. Thank you.
I want to call upon the second member to table his papers so that I can commit them at the same time. Honorable Zakaria Okoya.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, pursuant to the provisions of orders number 182/6 of the standing orders, I wish to table today, Wednesday, 28th February 2024, a report on Labor and Social Welfare Services Committee on the matter of degrading activities against women traders in exchange for fish along beaches in Kisumu. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, honorable members. I want to confirm receipt of two papers laid here, one by Honorable James Were on behalf of Honorable Kennedy Ouko, our chairperson, PICPAC, an examination of the report of the Auditor General on the financial statements of Kisumu County Emergency Fund for the year ended 30th June 2022. And I want to commit this to the House Business Committee for scheduling for discussion. I also want to confirm receipt of a report on Committee on Labor and Social Welfare on the matter of degrading activities against women traders in exchange for fish along the beaches in Kisumu County. And I also commit this report to the House Business Committee for tabling for discussion before the House. Thank you. Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
Honorable James Were.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I rise to give a notice of motion that pursuant to the provision of orders number 45 stroke 1 of the standing orders, this House adopts a report of PICPAC Committee on the examination of the report, the Auditor General on the financial statements of Kisumu County Emergency Fund for the year ended 30th June 2022. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Zachary Okoya.
Madam Speaker, I also rise on that pursuant to provisions of orders number 45-1 of the standing orders, this House adopts a report of Labor and Social Welfare Services Committee on the matters of degrading activities against women traders in exchange for fish along beaches in Kisumu. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Next order.
Order number 7, statements.
Next order.
Commencement of business. Order number 8, motion on adoption of the report of Agriculture, Livestock Development, Fisheries and Irrigation Committee on the Kisumu County Agricultural Facility Improvement Financing Bill 2023, County Assembly Bill number 9 of 2023 by the Honorable Eunice Alando.
Honorable Billy.
Madam Speaker, I wish to table the motion on behalf of my chair, Mheshimiwa Eunice Alando.
Go
Madam
ahead.
Speaker and honorable members, I rise pursuant to orders number 123-4 of the Kisumu County Assembly Standing Orders to move a motion that this House approves a report of the Agriculture, Fisheries, Livestock Development and Irrigation Committee on the Kisumu County Agricultural Facilities Improvement Financial Bill 2023. Madam Speaker and honorable members, the Kisumu County Agricultural Facilities Improvement Financing Bill 2023, that is County Assembly Bill number 9 of 2023, was read on the floor of this House for the first time on Wednesday, 8th November 2023, during its afternoon sitting, and therefore referred to the Committee on Agriculture, Fisheries, Livestock Development and Irrigation for detailed scrutiny and consideration. Madam Speaker and honorable members, the bill is structured into 4 parts, which are outlined as follows. Part 1 is the preliminary. Part 2, administration of county government agricultural entities. Part 4, financial provisions. Part 5, miscellaneous provisions. The bill seeks to give effect to Section 5(1) and 109(2) A, B, and C of the Public Act Management Act 2012 to declare county agricultural facilities as county entities and to mandate them to retain a percentage of money received by or on behalf of the county government for their expense. It also seeks to provide for the financial management procedures for accounting and use of money retained by the county agricultural entities. Madam Speaker and honorable members, the committee held 5 meetings to adopt its program, examine the legislative framework underpinning its preparation, and conformity to existing laws, consolidate and deliberate on the public submissions, and make accurate recommendations for tabling before this honorable House. Madam Speaker and honorable members, in fulfillment of Article 185(2) and 196 of the Constitution of Kenya, 2010, Section 87 of the Standing Orders, the committee, through the Office of the Clerk, placed an advertisement in the print media on Monday, 7th December 2023, inviting members of the general public to the public participation exercise that was conducted on 15th December 2023 across the 7 sub-counties of Kisumu County. Madam Speaker and honorable members, the bill got a unanimous support across the regions, with members of the public noting that the impact of the county agricultural facilities were no longer being felt, exceedingly showing their great hopes that by approval of this bill should transform the administration, management, and operations of the facilities. Madam Speaker and honorable members, after taking into account views and proposals made by members of the public in consideration of our clause-by-clause review and analysis of the bill, we have made the following findings and recommendations for consideration by this esteemed House. Number 1, the proposed clauses to be amended. Number 1, at part 1, preliminary, that arrangement of clauses be amended in clause 6 by deleting the word facilities appearing in the second line and substituting therefore with the word entities. Number 2 was clause 7, that clause 7 be amended. 1A, in subclause 1, by inserting the word entities immediately after the word agricultural appearing in the second line of the paragraph. B, in subclause 2, by inserting the word entities immediately after the word agricultural. 3 was clause 8. The clause to be amended by deleting number 1 appearing immediately before the word the CASCOM. And number 4 was clause 9, that clause 9 be amended by A in the first line of the paragraph by deleting the phrase section 9(1) of this act and substituting these words with this section. B, in the second line of the paragraph by inserting the word entities immediately after the word agricultural. Number 5 to be amended was clause 10(2), that clause 10(2) be amended A in F by deleting the entire paragraph and substituting as follows: relevant sub-county agricultural stroke livestock stroke veterinary stroke fisheries or irrigation officer. B in G by deleting the entire paragraph and substituting therefore with a representative of the area MCA. Number 6 was to be amended was clause 11, that clause 11 be amended in subclause 1 by deleting the number 2 appearing immediately before the number 2A, D, and E, and substituting therefore with a new number 10. Number 7 to be amended was clause 12, that clause 12 be amended in sub-clause 2 by deleting the words his office appearing immediately after the word resign and substituting therefore with the words his stroke her position. The 8th one to be amended was clause 23, that clause 23 be amended by deleting the number 16 appearing immediately after the word section and substituting therefore with the number 21. The 9th clause to be amended was clause 23. The clause to be amended by adding sub-clause 23, 1, to the uses of the retained funds under uses. To read 23.1, payment of allowances for facility management committee members. The 10th clause was clause 25, that clause 25 be amended A in subclause 3 paragraph B by inserting the words of budget immediately after the word controller. B in subclause 5 by inserting the words of budget immediately after the word controller. In the first schedule, that first schedule be amended A in clause 1, Roman 1, by inserting the word entities immediately after the word agricultural. Roman 2, subclause 1, by deleting the entire paragraph and substituting therefore with a new paragraph as follows. The first meeting of the committees shall be convened by the chairperson, and subsequently the committees shall meet once every quarter for the transaction of business at such places and such times as may be decided upon by the committees. Roman 3, subclause 2, by deleting the word chairman, substituted therefore with the word chairperson. Roman 4, subclause 3, by 1, in the first line on the paragraph by deleting the word chairman and his is used respectively and replaced with the words chairperson and his or her. 2, in the last line of the paragraph by inserting the words and approved by CEC member for agriculture immediately after the word members. Madam Speaker and honorable members, the Assembly, the general recommendation was that the Assembly, to ensure that the county agricultural entities are allocated adequate financial resources during the annual budget and appropriations to promote development and commercialization of the agricultural entities for rapid expansion and dissemination of technologies, innovation, and information which can be cascaded to promote the growth and development of the agriculture sector in the county. In conclusion, Madam Speaker and honorable members, I would like to implore this House to deliberate and consider adopting this report with the proposals for amendments contained herein. I therefore request Honorable Pamela Oyo to second. Thank you.
Yes, Madam Commissioner.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I stand to second the report because it is going to give a direction of prudent management of resources of the county at the county level. I stand to second.
Honorable members, a report by the Committee on Agriculture, Fisheries, Livestock Development and Irrigation on the Kisumu County Agricultural Facilities Improvement. Is it? coordination, no? Honorable members, just as I've said, a motion has been moved by the Deputy Chair, Agriculture, on behalf of the committee chair, Honorable Billy, on adoption of the report of Agriculture, Livestock Development, Fisheries and Irrigation Committee on the Kisumu County Agricultural Facility Improvement Financing Bill 2023, County Assembly Bill number 9 of 2023, seconded by Honorable Pamela Uyo, a member of the committee. I therefore want to propose a question that the report be open for discussion. Honorable James Were.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I also rise to give my voice on this important bill. And Madam Speaker, I will only react on the committee observation from the public participation. Madam Speaker, we find that there was unanimous support for approval of this bill across the 7 sub-counties. Madam Speaker, that shows that clearly our people are really supportive and they think this bill will address most of the things that cut across the agriculture and fisheries department. Madam Speaker, I want to support this with all the recommendations from the committee, with all the amendments that are proposed. And Madam Speaker, if you look at recommendation number 3, which says that the members of the public express their deepest belief that the bill, once enacted, will improve the structure and operation of the currently existing agricultural facilities in the county. Madam Speaker, if you travel across Kisumu County in different wards, you find that we have several facilities that some of them are not utilized, some of them are not active, but with the introduction of this bill, I think we shall have addressed most concerns of our members. So, Madam Speaker, I want to support. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Were. Honorable Ruben Rakwach.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I also rise to support the motion. Madam Speaker, we all know that agriculture is the backbone of our economy. And we know agriculture has employed several members of this republic. So matters of agriculture must be given the importance that must be given the focus that it deserves. Because we know without agriculture, then our economy cannot move. Honorable Speaker, for that matter, I support this report. I support the amendments that have been proposed in this report. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Rakwach. Honorable Benny Oikopit.
Madam Speaker, I also want to give my little contribution on this report. The Kisumu County Agricultural Facilities Improvement Financing Bill. That is money that will be collected by the agricultural entities in Kisumu County, remitted to the county account, county revenue account, and they also remain with the sum for their use. That's what this bill entails. Madam Speaker, it is very essential that we pass this bill because the agricultural entities in Kisumu County have suffered a lot when money was being collected, taken to the central account, and they were getting back nothing. The agricultural mechanization service station at Rabod, the tractors collapsed and money was being collected. The money was coming to the central office, the finance office, and no money was being plowed back to them. All the tractors which are there collapsed. And members of the public suffered because the services that were being offered by these tractors was very good. They were offering services at a lower cost. It was convenient for the farmers. But when it happened that the money that had been collected could not be plowed back to do services, to repair the tractors, Madam Speaker, the tractors got grounded. So when this bill comes in force, it will improve the services of the mechanization office, and I hope the common farmer in Kisumu County will benefit. Maseno Agricultural Training Center is a very old training center where our fathers and grandfathers who never went to school were trained on matters of agriculture. And in the 70s, 80s, and 60s, when Maseno was a agricultural training center, farming was doing well in Kisumu County, Madam Speaker. I remember in the 70s, my father was a man who never went to school, and there was an agricultural extension officer who brought for him some cassava seeds, the agricultural seeds. And they did so well, Madam Speaker. And these are people who never went to school properly. And of late, Maseno Training Center, Agricultural Training Center, has been dying. And I'm happy that some little amount has been put in the budget to revive Maseno. I was hearing some 17 million shillings has been put in the budget to revive Maseno. Now when the management at Maseno will be allowed to collect money and use, I hope the training center will come back to life, and the common farmers in Kisumu County will be taken there for agricultural training. And this will be a plus because it will improve the peasant farming in the villages. Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, Mamboleo Slaughterhouse, that is where the cows are being slaughtered for our meat, has also been condemned to be dirty because all the money collected is taken to the central account of the county government and nothing goes back. And there has been an outcry. When the management there is improved, that they will now have their money to do one or two to improve the facility, that will be a plus. Madam Speaker, this bill is a good one, and we should pass it so that we improve these facilities in our county. I support.
Thank you, Honorable Pitt. Yes, the Majority Leader, Honorable Kennedy Ooko.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, once again, I want to remind you of my name. My name is not Kennedy Ooko. My name is Kennedy Ooko.
Order, I said Honorable Kennedy Ooko.
Still you are wrong, Honorable Speaker. It is Ooko. Thank you, Mr. Honorable Speaker. I also stand to join my colleague, Honorable Ooko, in supporting this bill. Our agricultural facilities have been faced with the management problems. If you look at Masen ATC and the tractors at Rapport, they have been poorly managed. And by putting these amendments, it will help us to have these provisions in line with the PFM Act, which is very important in the management and administration of these entities. Madam Speaker, there is an aspect that is very important that I've read in the bill that is now authorizing these entities to retain a percentage for their immediate use. You realize that even the entity we have at Rabur, even if there is a tabast, they have to make a requisition to the Department of Finance, and that one takes a lot of time. And with this bill, I think retaining the percentage will help the entities to meet the immediate expenses, and I think that one will improve efficiency. Honorable Speaker, the bureaucracies that we have in this county, even getting a refund, not even in these entities, but even if you go to hospitals, getting a refund from the Department of Finance has not been very easy. But I think this bill will help us reduce the bureaucracies and hence improve the management. And lastly, Honorable Speaker, with the improved management of these entities, I believe that this will promote agricultural growth in this county, which is a very important aspect in the development of this county. Otherwise, thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Kennedy Ooko. I believe I got your name right now. Honorable Deputy Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, much as I arise to support the bill, allow me also to air my sentiment in regard to the bill. Madam Speaker, this bill in its own is right, but there is still a lot needs to be done to ensure that we actualize whatever is being recommended in this bill. Personally, I come from a small-scale agricultural area where we grow coffee, and we want also to expound and do avocado that will also require some value addition. I know the government, the county government Kisumu, is trying to support the initiative. One of the good things that they're doing is that they have repaired the tractors for plowing. But that is not enough, Madam Speaker, if we do not give attractive cost of plowing. At the moment, the market price for plowing is about 4,000 per acre. Yet the county government is offering their tractors at 3,600 per acre. This is not enough. We really need to give or show that we want our farmers to produce maximally, and that requires some motivation and incentives. They need to look at the prices of their plowing machines to make it attractive to the common mwananchi. Otherwise, I support the bill. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Lumumba. I'm sure your concerns will be sufficiently addressed by the regulation that shall be put in place once the bill is adopted and assented to into an act. So I believe that the parenthesization measures are left for the regulation to specify. So your concerns are well taken care of. Thank you, Honorable Lumumba. Yes, Honorable Matara.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. As I can see the mood of the House, may I call the mover to reply?
I don't see anyone standing to give a submission, and the mover has been called to reply. I therefore want to call upon Honorable Billy to reply.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I want to thank the honorable members for supporting, and I believe the motion is going to pass. Madam Speaker, the bill provides a framework of how all the entities are going to be run, and the committees and the membership of the committees. Madam Speaker, for long we've had challenges as a county in managing these facilities, and I'm happy if this motion passes. It is going to help these facilities to become entities, and the moment they become entities, now they can have their own some finances of their own to run the facilities. Madam Speaker, some of these facilities, especially, maybe giving an example, the one at Rabur, the idea is good, but without this bill, it is not going to work. And I also want to support the honorable member here, Mheshimiwa Owade. He has talked about the machines and the charges that the department is currently giving from 4,500, the normal rate, they are going to be at 3,600. So I believe the bill, after enaction, is going to help this county, because from that point now we can discuss the prices and how we are going to make the prices lower for our people. So I believe this is work in progress. And Madam Speaker, that short remark I wish to reply.
Honorable members, a motion on the adoption of the report of Agriculture, Livestock Development, Fisheries and Irrigation Committee on the Kisumu County Agricultural Facility Improvement Financing Bill 2023, County Assembly Bill number 9 of 2023, has been moved, appropriately seconded and deliberated upon by this House. I therefore want to put a question of adoption that may, as many are of the opinion that this report be adopted, say aye.
Aye.
May, as many of the contrary opinion, say nay. The ayes have. And the motion on the adoption of the report of Agricultural, Livestock Development, Fisheries and Irrigation Committee on the Kisumu County Agricultural Facility Improvement Financing Bill 2023, County Assembly Bill number 9 of 2023, has been adopted today, Wednesday, 28th February 2024 at 15:23 hours. And I want to direct that the report plus a copy of answered be submitted to the Committee on House Business for scheduling the bill be scheduled for second reading. Thank you. Next order.
Madam Speaker and honorable members, there's no other business to be transacted in the order paper.
Honorable members, there being no any other business, the House stands adjourned until tomorrow, Thursday, 29th February 2024 at 2:30 p.m.